Hi guys, so today's going to be what is going in your favor. What is going in your favor? I wanted to do some more of like an energy reading right now. So that is what we're going to be doing. What's going in your favor? What gifts are coming towards you? So that is what we're going to be doing tonight. What is going in your favor? We have water signs, then earth signs, fire signs, and then air signs. That is going to be the lineup tonight. If you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, say that you're here. If you're a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that is who's going to go first. Maybe we'll just go in order tonight. So we're going to be doing what's going in your favor, what gifts are coming towards you. So we're going to get started with Cancer. I'm going to get right into it tonight. Gemini, hey, we're going to be doing air. Air is going a little bit later, so just be patient. Right now we're going through the water signs, then earth, then fire, then air. You can't hear me? Really? Oh, interesting. You can't hear me? Hi, Marmar. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I guess not. Interesting. It's saying I have good connection. Okay, I will redo it. I wonder if it's because of the Bluetooth. Okay, we are restarting this. Hold on. Okay, we are going to restart that. Okay, so this is going to be what is going in your favor. Okay, what is going in your favor? We're going to be doing it based off the zodiac signs or the elements. So we're going to go water, then earth, then fire, then air. Okay, so that will be the zodiac signs. I think I'm going to go right in order. So we're going to go Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Earth will be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Fire will be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Sagittarius. And then air signs will be in order as well. All right. So we're going to start with Cancer here. We're going to get going on Cancer. What is going in your favor? What gifts are coming to you or being presented to you at this time? Okay, Cancer. So we are going to get started with you. All right, what is going in Cancer's favor right now? There could be travel plans for you coming into the works right now that are going to be going in your favor. Maybe there will be a move coming up as well. This move could be local, but it could be local, Cancer, but I also could get like maybe even buying like a second house, or if it's not, just moving where you live completely. Hi, Yuri. How are you? Oh, hi, Debbie. Nice to see you again. Thank you. Sorry about that. Thank you for liking the live. You're also just going to be in a happier place right now. Maybe you're going to go pamper yourself, go get your nails done, go get your go get a manicure, pedicure, kind of like, yeah, pamper yourself. But also just remember to smile more, because the more that you're smiling, the more people are smiling back at you, Cancer. So, sometimes we all have a natural resting bee face. So just remember, people are responding to your energy, and the more high vibe that you are, like, I'm not saying that in like a hunky dory way, like high vibe, but I am saying like the more that you are smiling, the more contagious it is to everyone else around you. So I just see you more happy. Like you're just in a happier place as well. Yeah, you might have recovered from something here and just feeling more stable within you and your overall life situation. Like I feel your gift is feeling content. But let's pull some tarot as well of what's going in your favor here. I feel like what's really going in your favor as well, Cancer, is protecting your peace, protecting your light, and not really going into situations that you don't fully trust, or you feel like when the time is right to make certain moves. Okay. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for your question. Um, I'm not answering personals at this time. So I would say we can see, if maybe there's a video that will relate to you, but right now I'm not answering personals. No, I went out because my Bluetooth headphones were connected. And so you guys could not hear me. So that's why I went out and went back in. We're doing what's going in your favor and what gifts are coming to you. So for Cancer, you're over here protecting your peace at this time, not really going into situations that you don't feel comfortable in, and trusting yourself. I feel like that really does show a lot of inner resilience, and trusting yourself in the process when you know you have the energy, and when you don't, puts you in better opportunities. It seems like when you are in opportunities or in situations you want to be in, you're smiling more, you're more receptive. So more good things are coming to you, because here with the Wheel of Fortune, it's just a more favorable time. Okay. And you also see things more clearly than before. Before you were quite cautious and worried. So you're moving more into a time where you're trusting spirit, and maybe even trusting your faith at this time as well, and having more faith. Any clarity on the situation here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You might be meeting new groups of people, and I feel like this has to do with an adventure of a curious mind, possibly spiritually here, Kansas. 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 Why am I thinking of Kansas? I don't know. Cancer. Cancer. You could be meeting more people in posing question, like meeting more groups where they cause you to think more. Okay. Meeting people who allow you to go out of your norm. You may be going outside of your comfort zone, but it works in your favor because it's just curiosity. It's not a set, it is not a set, like you're bound to it. So maybe this is like a social group, or maybe like even, friends, how people come into the chats and they start just talking about how they feel or what they're up to, and having multiple types of different conversations, interactions. It's that. Like maybe even you're joining like a Bible study, right? Where you're all conversing about the deeper meanings of things and what they meant, or something of that nature. So those kinds of things really help you to step into adventure and opening your mind into a multitude of things. Again, there could be something that you're moving towards meeting people, like maybe you're going on group hikes and you're meeting new people, or group travel trips where you meet new people. Oh, sorry. The lineup is water, earth, fire, air. You can't see it, right? No. Also, it's mirrored, which I don't and why my video always mirrors. Interesting. You could be also meeting your, I feel like you're going through deep awakenings with your inner child, where you're trying to cross that bridge with your inner child and make peace with yourself about past or versions of yourself, and stepping into it's not my identity, right? So not stepping into identity of this is me because of all the things I've been through, like making peace and room to step outside your comfort zone within your personality. Okay. So I think these are things that are coming towards you as gifts. You might be in a like inner child workshop for some of you as well. That could be very helpful. Fear may be clouding your vision. Let go of restrictive thinking and see with new eyes. Discord or internal struggle may be causing misalignment. Seek reconciliation and restore balance. So that could be something you're doing, is working on yourself to let go of ways that you have been in misalignment with self. And so you're crossing that bridge. And usually when we cross that bridge, the starting point is usually inner child work. Final messages. Let's see. There's a deck I'm reaching for. I can't find it. Oh, I know why I can't find it. Funny me. Always hiding my stuff. Okay. You could be mending a friendship, or mending it with a partner as well. If there's been any disagreements with someone, you two will mend the relationship. You could be observing their behaviors and kind of trying to cross that bridge. But you're trying to balance it because some things never change within this relationship or friendship. So you could be observing somebody and seeing if it's worth mending the relationship. I feel like this is romantic. Okay. Thank you, Marmar, for telling people that. Trust that every ending is just another beginning in disguise. That could be involving home for me. Hi, Carly. Nice to see you again. Libra gang. We're doing air last, so my air signs, be patient with me. Marmar has it pinned in the chat as well. Nice to see you. Again, the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. So that is giving me this again. So you're going through a lot of inner work at this time. Maybe you're taking shadow work classes, inner work classes. I feel like you're doing something to engage with this, your inner self, and wanting to check in with it. Okay, so that is what I see for Cancer. That is a gift, because seeing ourselves again or meeting ourselves again could be clearing up some previous wounds or discord and start you might start having like a healthier balance with yourself. You might be making peace with previous versions of yourself, but also you could be mending relationships with parental figures if you've held any resentments. All right, next we have, I'm not going to do zodiac signs really because it doesn't, oh, well, I'll tell you. It only takes a second. Could be dealing with Virgo because I'm not pulling too heavy on one card in particular. It's wherever I feel like I'm vibing. I'm going to be doing all zodiac signs. I am going to be doing Gemini, but air signs are going last. So Gemini is an air sign. Hi, Day. How are you? How are you? All right. Moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is what's going in your favor and what gifts are being presented to you at this time. Oh, Scorpio Moon. Awesome. Okay, so let's see here what is going in your favor. Scorpio, what is going in the Scorpio collective's favor? Okay, something about cleaning is going to make you very happy. You're cleaning, organizing closets, organizing your home, getting away of things and giving them to others. That could be very good. You could be giving donations as well. I don't know where I'm like giving away money or celebrating others and giving more to others and clearing out things in your home. That makes you really happy at this time. So if you've been feeling like stuck energy or that would make you very happy to clean your space and get rid of a lot of things and donate them. And you also could be giving donations to others or organizations at this time. That could make you really happy. Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're finding a balance right now between your inner self and for some reason I said your inner self and your higher self. So not like your outward. It's more about your inner self and your higher self and finding an equilibrium between the two. And that makes you feel very insightful at this time because you have a power to control your feelings, your thoughts, your mindset. And so you feel very well balanced because the higher self is talking to the inner self, which is all the same in theory. But somehow I'm feeling like there is making very interesting, but even your future self, like higher self versus future self, and correlating the two. Interesting. I'm not hearing outer and inner self. That's not what this is. This is about you as a whole, but something about your higher self and your inner self or future self. Weird. You're going to be taking random chances. This makes sense why I was talking about your higher self here. Because Pisces gang, hi Cryzona, I haven't seen you in a while. Hi Marcia, Capricorn, we're going to be doing Earth after Water. Pisces is next. So here with the chance card, you might be taking a random trip, possibly, because this isn't a car. You could be getting a new car. But it's also, this is why I was talking about the higher self or the future self and the inner self, because you could be unconsciously manifesting, possibly, especially if you're someone who meditates a lot. And the reason why I say that is because something's going to happen by chance, but you're going to have a click to go do something or follow a hunch. So follow your hunches, Scorpio, because they lead to happy alternatives. So yeah, follow your hunches because you're not wrong. Like if you think, oh, I should go do this because it's going to make me happy, or oh, this feels like deja vu, I feel it, or oh, I should go here to find something, go find it. Okay, follow the hunches, follow the trail. Pink could be your color right now. Something about wearing pink as well, which I know Scorpio's like, well, but something about wearing pink. Yeah, destiny is here. So there's something that's a surprise. Because even when I look at that happy, happy card, it looks like a birthday. So I don't know if there could be a happy surprise if you're going to someone's birthday. But if it's not going to somebody's birthday, then random chance things are going to happen to you. It is destiny. It's not really free will. So good things are coming for you karmically. And so the best thing you can do if you want to get closer to that alignment is quieting the mind. Maybe even if you can't, like maybe a guided meditation to a higher self, or a guided meditation meeting my future self, something like that. Do something like that. It doesn't have to be long. You could just do a 10-minute or 5-minute. If you can't hold long in meditations, you can do something quick. But you might, when it happens, I think you're going to go back to feeling a very strange feeling or connection to it. Okay. Random messages there for you. I keep hearing trust, trust, trust. Go on the hunches, trust your hunches, trust in the little moments of why you want to do something. There may be no logical reasoning for doing them, but yeah, trust in them. You may be very disorganized at this time and may have a lot of scattered vision in your energy. That's why I'm getting a really, like, your biggest blessing will be to quiet the mind at this time, because Scorpio, you're not fully trusting yourself to have those events take place. You really need to clean out your space. You really need to clean out your space. It brings a gift in your mind, not just your place, okay? So that keeps coming up because there's a lot of stresses and you're very scattered everywhere. And so also be open to speaking your mind up when you're overburdened, okay? That's going to work in your favor. It doesn't have to be in an angry way, but sometimes when the strength card is in reverse, it could be very aggressive. So to prevent that from happening, try to vocalize what you need in the moment so that it doesn't build up into bigger moments. Because I think you're taking too much responsibility for some things instead of, what do you call it? When you tell other people, like, it's not being a dictator here, but like finding ways that you can lessen your load, by like giving people other little small tasks, whether this is at work or this is at home. And you may feel like, oh, I can just do it myself. But no, start getting people to help you. Make it easier for you, even if it's just something small. It's like throwing out the trash. Well, I can get up and do it. Doesn't matter. You're teaching someone else how to, help you in times so that later when you have bigger tasks, it's not that you can't do these things, because you can. You're independent. That's great. Delegating. Thank you, Mind Traveler. Delegating. You're teaching people how to delegate when it's bigger things. So yeah, you start small. Throw out this, or hey, can you go get this for me? Start small. And then when you really need the big help, they're already used to kind of like helping you. So the bigger tasks won't feel so big. Like if you're trying to teach your child how like to clean their room, it's like get them to start taking out like small things in the trash or something like that. Like I feel like this could be child related, like trying to start small by like helping you with something so then they can start doing these things on their own. That could be something here, because pages are a lot about children. And kids may be too I don't know why I'm getting children here for some of you, but your kid may be too scattered. Maybe they have ADHD or have all kids have a short attention span, whether they do or don't. So yeah, delegating small little tasks for them to do with you. and then they're going to start doing them on their own, and then they're going to start doing big things on their own. Okay, what else here? That's only for people, obviously, with children. If you don't have children, don't take that. What else is happening for my collective for Scorpio? I feel like I'm hearing help them be responsible. Help them be responsible, even if it's a partner. Like, they need to be more responsible for more things in the home. Something about the home is becoming frustrating, so some other people need to take responsibility for sure. You're going through possibly a oh, I was saying higher self and future self, or one of those. Yeah. Mirage. Past forms and future possibilities are in a transition at this time. So you are going through a metamorphosis at this time. Of course, what Scorpio doesn't go through these, but we really do have the power to shape our reality. And yes, some things we can't, and some things we can. But I do think it's very important to stay high vibe and happy at this time, and clear out the things that are making you unhappy, and try to find bridges. So, and what I mean by bridges is redirect it. So if something's making you unhappy, either cut it out of your life or redirect it, because you are going through a transition, and there's so many possible outcomes, so many doors for you to go through, but you need to get in a quiet state to go through the right door. Higher wisdom. I don't know. Sometimes I say things and then here comes the card. Explore options, learn what you can, expand your horizons. So something needs to be magnified for you. Trust yourself. As I'm saying, follow your hunches. Follow your hunches. Thank you, Debbie. Let your intuition be the compass that leads you through murky waters. Yeah. So there are multiple doors open for you. Okay. And you don't know what each of them look like. That's why when you go down to meditate, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, there will be a door that opens that gives you a glimpse into the destiny that you want for yourself. So then you can set forth trusting yourself when the times come, to explore those options bigger. Okay. And I am being broad. I know that I'm being broad to some extent, but the reason why I'm being broad is there's many Scorpios out there, and the basis of what I'm saying applies to all of you. I hear you. And intuitively, you all know what I'm talking about. But for each of you, you have, right? We all have different places that we're at. Like, the themes that happen in different signs are all the same. But the thing that changed about each and every person, and I am going to tap into astrology here, is you have different house placements. You have different alignments in your chart, right? So yeah, you all may be Scorpios, but you have different house placements. You have different degrees, right? So you all are in different stages because you're born at different times. So, some events that are happening to you right now, you might want to check your house placements as well in your astrology chart, because that's going to give you some idea of what I'm talking about in terms of your destiny, because it's about specifically where I'm hearing where the rising sign is transiting in what house towards the sun. And that's why it's different. So I can't tell you exactly where this is happening. I said a lot about the fourth house, actually. I said a lot about the home right now, more. So that's funny. Intuition, your inner knowing is a direct link to manifestation. Listen to your deepest guidance. Follow your intuition today without overthinking. Let your instincts guide you. It keeps repeating. So I know this is a very repetitive message, Scorpio, so I hope you're listening, because it's yelling at you to do the same thing over and over again. Resolve. When you fully commit to your path, the universe aligns to support you. Make a firm decision today and remove hesitation and step forward with complete conviction. What was this card? Trust yourself. You are the key, you are the lock. And your happiness is what we're unlocking, right? What will make me the most happy? Hi, Les. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Hi, Aries. Man, it's so good to see you again. Okay, so you could have these placements, but I'm only seeing Leo. That's why I'm saying don't get too caught up in the zodiac signs because it's not a full tarot reading. I mean, it is a tarot reading, but it's also just whatever cards some are oracle cards, some are tarot cards. So it's whatever I'm feeling. It's a mix of all of it. All right, moving on to Pisces. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you, Les. Appreciate you. All right, moving on to Pisces. Do we have any Pisces in the house? These are going to be a little bit quicker because they're good. I feel like what you're going to hear is pretty to the point, okay? So Pisces, this is what's going in your favor. What gifts are coming to you? Where is the mark? There's the marker. Of course. All right. Hi, Cryzona, Pisces. If you all have any sun, moon, rising, Venus, or North Node, or Mars, or Mercury, whatever you have, it can you relate to it. All right. Who was I doing? Pisces, sorry. Pisces turn. Okay, so what is going in Pisces' favor right now? Ooh, angel numbers are going to be confirming when you're close to something working in your favor. You'll see a lot of the same synchronicities. Could be seeing 1111 or 1212. 111 possibly. 1414. You could be meeting somebody out of nowhere. But you're gonna start to get a feeling like you'll see numbers everywhere. You start to get like hairs rising up on your skin, something like that. I did do the time. Thank you, Debbie. These things don't happen until you build stronger boundaries. Some of you guys have been working on them, but you will be tested. So karma's kind of coming back around, and no one can say that you'll pass or not. It's really up to you all as individuals. But I feel like if someone does come back in your life, there will be stronger boundaries placed. It doesn't mean don't go, but it means that whatever boundaries you set for yourself and for what you do and do not accept need to be respected, because you could either enter, this is like kind of like either or, you will either go through the same cycle because you didn't respect the boundaries that you placed for yourself, or yeah, that's pretty much what it's saying here. Respect your boundaries and don't let others cross them. And you are going to get confirmations of it. You could be more firm, more verbal than ever you have been as well. There could be a soulmate that you have in your life. It doesn't matter who. But obviously, with soulmates, it does look romantic, but you could be mending a relationship with a soulmate in your life, and it's coming back around with stronger boundaries. And you're observing their behavior right now. This is not happening later, it's happening now. But the karma that comes from it could be a roundabout again. So again, the key thing that is very important is stick to your boundaries, and they are about you. Like, yes, you set them for others, but what you promise to yourself, you need to respect. I feel like you are going to be successful in that. You have a lot of goals for yourself as well, or you're making new goals for yourself that you're standing by. Yeah, you're taking more responsibility for your actions as well, and the cause and effect of yours and others in the process. So you're really diligent, very quiet, kind of perceiving and watching, not judging, perceiving. I find Pisces to be the least judgmental people I've ever met, to be quite honest. It's a wonderful quality, quaint, you're very quaint. I don't know, a wonderful quality that Pisces tends to have. With the Ace of Wands being here, this is sparking a lot of creative passion in you. And you're getting a lot of visions. You could be getting a lot of downloads at this time too, of like what you're seeking, and you're kind of determined to go after your vision. You're determined to go after the visions that you're having. You know, like nothing, I'm hearing, don't stop me now. Quite a quality and trait. Yes, Jonathan, thank you. Fire signs are going third. So you are moving with a lot of vision and a lot of power. What is that about exactly? What is that King of Wands about? I want to know. This is about working with others and being committed to the vision of how you want others to treat you, how you want others to work together, how you want to work maybe in your work sector, and being very diligent. So even if it's a passion, like maybe you have a side job that is a passion project, okay, but you are very dedicated to working on it. So you might not be your full-time job, but it might be your part-time job, but you're very dedicated to building an alliance, a group of people, building a support system around you of people who are committed and like-minded like you in the visions that you have. So that could be very important to you. That's also something that could be mending, working well with others, being committed to a vision of working with others. And this could be at work, particularly. Getting more excited about the ideas you have. You might be coming into more collaborations with others. Yes. Trust yourself. Yes, your intuition is your comfort, even through murky waters. You're turning the page. You guys might have a Scorpio placement because these are the same cards I pulled. But this one turned opposite. Scorpios was like this. This is yours. Embrace a new chapter with curiosity. Openness paves the path to wisdom. So I feel like if it's coming about a person or a situation, you're watching them. Again, perceiving it, open to it, not closed off, not judging, just curious to what's going to happen if you accept. Rivers of release, drifting along the river of release where waters carry away burdens, guiding towards renewal. So you may have like one day just a deep cry, just over exhausted. Okay, so there could be deep crying or just an exhaustion of emotion. It's not that like anything might be even wrong. It just might be a wash, an emotional release that's needed. It really helps you get really forward. Okay, so there may be some cries coming up soon. I don't think it's about anything other than needing to trust yourself and make stronger boundaries. It may not even be something you want to do, which is why you cry or you get frustrated. That's just for some of you. Cosmic womb, divine feminine, could just be hormones for some of my females out there. If it's not, it's just being in touch with the feminine and feeling like that part of you just needs a release from past hurt. Man or female, it's not gender specific, but for some of you, it's hormones. Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. So here and now is a very lucky time for you. Very good time. Okay, let me pull. Frustration may be tempting you to quit, push through resistance. You may be resisting growth, okay? But open your mind to new perspectives and release the limiting belief that you may have. Fear of failure may be creeping in. Recommit to trusting in the process. And then we have resolve, which we start off with the mending. When you fully commit to your path, the universe aligns to support you. Make a firm decision today. That's the boundaries. Remove hesitation and step forward with complete conviction. Oh, hi, F6. How are you? Okay, so that is what I have for you. Signs I'm seeing is Taurus, Libra, Leo, but don't be too caught up in these signs. I would say watch your sun, moon, and rising and Venus and see how it all aligns for you. I'm hearing when I met you in the summer. I don't know when I met you in the summer. But Calvin Harris. So that's coming up for me. I don't know where it's coming from. Because I'm even looking at the chances and I saw the picnic. So spring or summer, that's when you get like a culmination of what the work you're doing now. I'm hearing like April to about July. Bye, Les. Nice seeing you. Thanks for joining. Okay, so that is our water signs. Now we're on to Earth. All right, we're going to start with Taurus now. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your collective message of what is going in your favor and what gifts are being presented to you. Okay. Taurus, what is going in your favor? Clarity and organization. This could be the home. Organizing your home, organizing papers, finalizing papers. I feel like these are more like contracts, not yeah, these are more like contracts. I feel like you need to take a break and spend more time at home and more time to yourself to clear your head or clear your thoughts. So you're getting a lot of beauty rest. Could just be resting a lot at this time. Maybe you're beautifying your home as well. That could be something here. I think Taurus is Taurus in the 4th around this time? I don't know. Check your houses. But So this here is saying that, yeah, you're beautifying your home or finishing up some contracts. If you are a realtor, then this might be a time where you're taking a space from that job, or could be signing contracts on a home. You maybe finally be able to rest in a home if you were moving. Then you can finally rest in it. I do think you've been wearing a lot of masks recently, and you're kind of feeling like you're living in an illusion of like versions of yourself, like especially when we go through the holiday time, we're seeing so many people possibly that you may not be able to feel this until January, when you can finally kind of sit in where you are. No, I'm saying some of you may have Taurus in the fourth house. But yes, Taurus does rule the second. But I'm saying some of you maybe have Taurus in the fourth house. Check that. Because Taurus is ruled by Venus in the house placement. So just was thinking that. Many masks. So trying to be your authentic self and trying to balance it, like putting on for others versus what you give to yourself. And you're trying to balance that. And you may be trying to kind of see where life takes you without controlling it. So you're trying to balance like the sense of control and release, control and release. But releasing is a better blessing to you. So don't try to control anything at this time, Taurus. You may need to rest, like some of you guys may be like performing. You may be very distrustful of others in an environment or in a party situation or in a dynamic, okay? So you may need to just to be mindful, of others. You may be feeling like rose colored glasses are being lifted at this time. It is a blessing. It's like they're saying things, but they're not. They're kind of using the emotion as like may need to rest in love, but resting in love is a blessing. You may be taking the rose colored glasses off and seeing the real version of people. Okay. So some people that is a blessing. You may be seeing people for who they really are, not who they pretend to be. And you're really starting to see through the illusion of someone, and you may be creating distance with somebody because you don't like what you're seeing out of them. You don't like, yeah, there's something you don't like about someone at this time. Some of you it's a lover, some of you it's your friends. Yeah, you're trying to find more meaningful friendships. Okay, you're looking for more meaningful friendships, and you might be leaving some friendships behind that are more surface level and kind of again, I think you're keeping to yourself more, and I'm starting to see people and transforming your relationships with others. So your relationships are really going to be taking a transformational hit. Not in a bad way, in a good way. This works in your favor because then you can meet people who are more authentic. What else is happening? What blessings are coming for Taurus? You might be coming into terms with a soulmate, which is also where you start disengaging from these other people because you're spending more time in a relationship. Could be meeting a soulmate. It's going to happen very much by chance. Okay, you meet this person by chance. I'm hearing closed corners, closed encounter, close encounter, like you bump into each other or you run into each other very randomly. It could be someone you kind of know, but not really as well. The funny thing is you might have seen them before and you always like somehow miss them, but this time you don't. Meaning like you always are really close in proximity to one each other, but you've never met. You may know of each other from friends of friends, but you don't know really one another. Yeah, I'm hearing close encounters. The time that you spend alone and you isolate yourself allows you to spend more time regenerating your energy. So if you've been feeling alone or isolated, it was all to help you grow. I don't know if I don't know if your confidence has been depleted or something like that, but that's what you're working on, is confidence within self at this time. You might have given your energy to a lot of other people who wanted to, like, how do I say this, like make themselves feel good by you being the extension thereof. And so now you're just taking time away, and the more that you take time away, the more that you're it's going to take you some time, but you're going to gain your confidence more by taking that space. Okay. Clarifying the situations for Taurus. Spirit link, stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideas to find success. So stay towards a vision or a dream. Shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself, and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. So if you're feeling depleted and you're not feeling your best, take time away. Seed of potential. Yeah, plant your seeds to nurture the promise within through attention and care. I don't know if you're caring for yourself enough at this time. And you need to find the balance between what you're giving to others, friends, groups of people versus what you're giving to yourself. Wise counsel. Seek counsel from trusted friends or mentors. Okay. You are going on in the right track. You don't need to redirect, but you do need to regain your energy. Okay. You also got boundaries. Yeah, it's just like right now, take the space where you need it and then make action forward, especially in the spring. So I'm getting that you'll be pretty isolated from January to early April, mid-April, something like that. I'm getting April again. You're going to really shine when you come back too. Like your energy will just be pouring out a different thing. Maybe because you'll be meeting a soulmate or meeting a new friend or meeting a new lover who really brings back that zhuzh in your life too. Okay. So there is, I said, a chance encounter of sorts. Could be dealing with a Scorpio here or an Aquarius. That's all I see here. But again, don't take the signs too seriously here because there's not a lot of signs, zodiac signs that you're going to be seeing. All right, moving on to Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The collective of Virgo. This is what is coming for you. Okay, Virgo. So let's see what's going in your favor. What is going in Virgo's favor at this time? What gifts are coming? Okay, Virgo. Someone or a situation is not for you, and you may be feeling exiled or excluded, but it's not for you, and that is destined that way. You might not like that, but it's actually for your benefit. If there's any situation where it feels like cat and mouse, or it feels like manipulative in your energy, or if a person keeps playing games or confusing you, and you feel abandoned or iced out by anyone or any situation, that is not for you. And you need to remove yourself. That is a choice to remove yourself or to put up with it. Remember that. It is a choice to accept that behavior. It is a choice to allow people in your life who don't make you feel good and continuously letting them in. You can say, I don't want to. And that's working in your favor, despite if it's painful. Even if it's painful, it's working in your favor because the actions that you take towards the things that are right for you, the things that you do decide to take action on, uh, ends out more with you end up with more opportunities. Okay, I'm also getting real it even I'm hearing I Can Do It With a Broken Heart by Taylor Swift. Even if situations have turned out disappointing, good things are still happening through disappointment. So let's say you're arguing with a family member, but guess what? Your money's looking really good. Okay, or so it's like two things are happening at once. You're getting out of a breakup, but you got a promotion. So two things are happening at once. And you still need to keep moving. No matter how sad you are, Virgo, you do not stop. Yang. That's what it's saying. Even if you're emotionally depleted, you're right to take your space, to take your time away, but it doesn't mean you completely stop going. You need to keep going. Okay, that's what it's saying. You're blessed. So the situations that don't work out for you, the doors that shut are for your alignment, not to hurt you, not to make you feel like you need to keep working on yourself. You don't need to keep working on yourself. You just need to keep going and keep a positive mindset. And I know that's really annoying when we're not in the happiest of places, but you are blessed and you are protected at this time. Even if you don't feel like it, you have a lot of other people looking out for you, whether that's spirit or outer. Okay, you see all this outer alignment. The cycles are not repeating themselves either. So even if you're grieving a relationship or grieving, maybe some of you guys are grieving a loss, of a partner or you've grieved a death recently, that's just a small portion of you. There are new cycles beginning for you, and that's why you're blessed even in grief. So even if you're grieving a dynamic or a situation, you are now finished a karmic cycle or a previous way of treating yourself. And so you are getting a blessing toward you. We can kind of start to see what this blessing is. What blessings are coming to Virgo? So Virgo, there's a caution to where you put your time and energy. Caution, warning about the people that you spend your time with, because your personal power is very strong, but you may need to be aware of where you give your personal power and who you give it to, because they will take that. So you need to share your abundance within yourself. Your money is going to be looking really good. Be careful about sharing your money. Okay. You need to be keeping some things to yourself. Your personal power is a blessing, and it shows in your financial. So I feel like money or career will be very good for you. And there's a caution to exert your energy too much. My cards are all over the place. Hold on. Okay. You need to stay excited and not get too in your head. Okay, Virgo? Nine of Swords upright. All right, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, this is saying you need to let go of extreme fears of trusting others. It's really plaguing you. It's not working in your favor. And that's why you're not taking matters into your own hands, because you're consistently worried about others deceiving you or betraying you. You need to let go of it. You need to let go of it, because it's almost like you're intentionally orphaning yourself. So stay open, stay open. It's not a time for you to really close off, even if you feel like you want to. The thing here is saying, no, you're not in that same cycle as before. You're in a different cycle. So don't close yourself off. Open yourself up more. Push yourself more to open up, even when the easy thing to do is to close off. Because Virgos like to be closed off. Like, that's our modality. So with the Two of Wands here, it's like you're unfocused and you're disorganized, and you need to regain your energy. And I'm not saying that people haven't taken advantage of you, because they definitely have here with the Seven of Wands and the Two of Wands, but you don't need to worry about that, or you don't need to be resentful about that, because that's karmic. That's not for you to deal with. That's for spirit to deal with. You don't have to deal with that stuff. You really don't. And so here with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's asking you to be open. It's asking you to let go of fear. Okay. Transmuting your pain, Virgo, is a blessing at this time. Sometimes, Virgo, we regain our strength just to go back into an old environment or old habitat or old way of being that does not suit us. And but I do feel like you need to transmute that pain, because the environment, the circumstances are not the same. And you need to get back to what do I want to do when I walk into a room? How do I want to be when I talk to people? How do I want to show up for others, right? So like keeping that mindset before you react. You could have been very reactive. Yes, you need a courage to step into new life. Do something different, to get something different. Not walking into every room a little nervous, always judging and looking around to see what's coming, and just be what you want to be, because that is what's coming. You're coming into the room, not scanning others in the room. Be the person walking into the room, not the person watching that person in the room. You get what I'm saying? You're not drifting. You are conscious. So if you're so conscious and so aware, then control your energy, because you are aware and you are conscious. So control the energy. Don't let others drift you into their situations. You know, that could be you sensing energy and projecting it outward. So it's like try to control it. I know it's hard, but try. Okay, final here. Well, it's open. Walk into the situation, walk into the environment, right? And be you. Not let the circumstances change you. Does that make sense? Don't let circumstances change you. Be you no matter where you are, no matter who you're with. And some of you guys are already that, but it's the hypervigilance. Debbie understood. Okay. It's the awareness. I think maybe only a Virgo will understand what I'm saying, because they know what they do, right? Virgos know what they do. I'm on Virgo. Virgos know what they're doing. And when I'm saying that, a Virgo's like, yeah, I do that, right? So other signs may not understand it because it's a Virgo's natural ability, I guess you could say, if you call it that. Mastery. See? Because you know what you're doing. You know yourself too well, Virgo. So this is saying mastery here. True excellence is achieved through dedication and continuous improvement. Don't let one situation that felt like rejection or a negative impact take away all the work you've been doing. Okay? Because that could have been something, right? Like a situation didn't go the way you wanted it to, and now it's not you're not going backwards. You're just being protected. And I want you to know that's like, don't be hard on yourself. It's just protection coming in. So this is saying hone your craft today and strive for the excellence in what you do. Your work is going to be looking really good. Or your practices that you put in place, your mindfulness practices are going to be looking really good. And when these situations occur, it's even an extra dose to go back in, not to pull away from the practices that you use. It's asking you to go back in and do that. Hi, Joyce. Holding on too tightly may be causing resistance. Loosen your grip and allow things to flow. Stop trying to control. Efficiency. Optimize your approach today and find ways to simplify your efforts. Work smarter, not harder. Align effort with strategy for maximum impact. All right. That's what I have for you. Signs you could be dealing with. There's no zodiac signs here. So it is a blessing, but it takes effort. It takes work. Because you have to, have you guys ever read the book Breaking the Habit of Becoming Yourself? Because that means like the things that you used to do and the modalities that you used to do, you're actively trying to change them. Yang, blessed, not wanting to repeat cycles, right? You're actively trying to stop being the same in every situation. And so that's conscious awareness that you have to do that. You are the magician, Virgo, so you can do it. Actually, I found that book after picking the meditation out. It's by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I'm a big fan of him. kind of changed my life mentally. And so I found, so interesting thing about that book, really quick story time before we get into Capricorn. I was already doing the meditations. They're really long. They're like over an hour and there's two of them. So I'd be in a meditation for 2 hours. And it's all about breaking your own habits of yourself. And I might have told this story before. I went to go to a thrift store because I was looking for, I don't know, I just got a hunch. Like I was telling, who was I telling follow your hunches to? Maybe it was Scorpio. I think it was Scorpio. I was telling follow your hunches. I followed my hunch to go to this thrift store, and I was looking everywhere in the book section for something that I didn't know I was looking for. And then I found Breaking the Habit of Becoming Yourself. After I was not even after, I was currently doing those meditations. So I was meant to find the book at the thrift store. It was like $2. So, yeah, that was like a really cool story of how like I found that. I haven't like fully finished the book. I'm not perfect here, so I haven't finished it. But you can also, if you have a Spotify account, you can audiobook that. Okay, so if you own a Spotify account, you guys can look at that. It is life changing. Like things will happen unexpectedly in your life that you're not planning for because that meditation is an ego death. You are literally like the water is rising in your home. Like they're making you visualize that in the audio. So you are literally going through an ego death, like in your meditation, like you're physically like drowning in the meditation. So it's kind of heavy what comes up for you. A lot of people will cry in those meditations because, yeah, I've cried a couple times in that meditation actually. So the way that I meditate, like, I'm very mercurial based. So if anyone can't meditate, it would be me. But I've learned that I don't even know how I do it, honestly. You'd think I wouldn't be able to. Because I do have ADHD 1. So that does not help me to, I am very mercurial ruled. Like I'm all air and if I'm not air, I'm ruled by Mercury. So I have a lot of resistance to it. But the one thing that I do is I listen to the voice of the person and I repeat it back to myself so that I'm not having any thoughts outside of what the person is saying. So I'm in my mind, I am saying word for word what that person is saying and I'm mirroring it back to myself. Because if not, I will start to think of, and you're naturally going to have your mind drift. It's okay to have your mind drift. But if you do start to like not being able to sit there, I would try rehearsing back what the other person is saying in that moment. Because you'll start to forget that you're meditating. You'll start to forget, like, the reason why it's hard for us to meditate, it feels like our whole body's shaking. It feels like our body's saying no. It feels like a timeout. Even if we think about meditating, what did our parents do when we got in trouble? They put us on a timeout, right? So, like, to us, sometimes meditation can feel like a form of punishment to others because of the way that it was, like, kind of taught to sit down for a period of time. So, at first you cry. It's like a timeout if you think about it, but it's an internal timeout. So at first, right, what do kids do when they get in a timeout? They have a hissy fit, they get angry, they cry, they scream, they don't want to sit in a timeout. After you let them cry, they'll sit there and be like, they'll finally find a calm and they'll be able to get to that point. That's kind of how it is with meditation. Your body may have a physical reaction, your mind might not be able to get there, but it just takes that resistance. And once you get past that resistance, it comes. Okay. So I know it's hard, but it really just takes getting over the resistance first. I guess you also have to train your mind too, right? Like getting bored. It's like, I'm so excited to see where my mind takes me. That's what I love about meditating is the visuals that come up, the downloads I get, the excitement. Like, I'm not like a lot of times it'll start to like say like, what are the things you want? I have no idea what I want when I go into these meditations half the time. And I love to see what my mind creates, the visions it creates, like the visuals I get, the things I start to sense. I love when I get out of a meditation and life starts happening to me and I start noticing little weird things that happen. Like I get excited to see how my unconscious, because you really tap into the unconscious. I love seeing how my unconscious attaches to my conscious and my reality. It's so cool. Like, who wouldn't want to meet that part of themselves, you know? But you have to get to that mindset. Like, I'm so excited to see where my mind is going to take me. I'm so, like, even if it's not your mind and you think it's your soul, I'm so excited to see where my soul, mind, my body, my perception, where is it? Where's it going? You know, it's like when we look at it in an exciting way, and we, you know, it's hard because it does take a calming energy to get there. But um, maybe I'm not calm. Maybe I'm excited for it. You know, oh, what is my mind going to do today? You know, it's a continuous learning of myself. And there's no better way to learn yourself, honestly. Breaking the habit of yourself. Breaking or breaking the habit of self. It's Dr. Joe Dispenza, breaking the habit of becoming yourself or something. Something of that nature. So I think you all have the potential to get there, but it's one, training your brain, training yourself through resistance, finding what works for you. I think if you're starting out, a guided meditation is better. You will, there are voices I can't listen to. There are voices I love listening to. So every person will have something that works. And it doesn't mean give up. It means just keep trying to find that thing. I would say look up meditations, and start to realize, do I like this person's voice? Okay, do I like this person's voice? Do I like what this guided meditation is, right? Um, do I like the sound? Like, you can go into the middle, like fast forward the YouTube video, right? Go to the middle of the video. See if you like the voice. I could not get through Dr. Joe Dispenza when I first started meditating. It was an impossibility. I didn't like his voice. I'm going to be honest. I did not like that man's voice, but I liked what he was saying. So I got through the voice because I liked what he was trying to bring out. And so it's like, I got to go there. I got to push through my resistance of his voice. And then when you do start to get out of guided meditations, then you can sit with yourself. And that's really nice, like sitting out on a nice, summer morning and just hearing the birds chirp, and your mind goes to different places. Like, that's fun too. Like, just being in the quiet is nice. But that's very hard for people who don't like to meditate or struggled with it. Breaking the habit of becoming yourself. Yeah. I have done that, Deb. Yeah, I have. I've even done a EFT tapping video to the, I don't know how to say it. Oh, I know what you're saying. It's like, I love myself, or no, it's thank you. What is it? Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. And what's the fourth one? Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. And what's the fourth one? Forgive me. Yes. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I'm not even doing it in order. So I think it goes, forgive me, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? You don't have to keep one meditation. I keep some meditations for a while. You know, like I did breaking the habit of yourself for a month. A month. It was a long time, but it was good. And then I started doing some other people's. I change it. I don't keep it the same every time. Anyway, we'll get into Capricorn. I'm sorry, Capricorn. I just wanted to give you guys some judge in trying it. I'm a really big proponent of it. Yes, it is by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Yeah. That one may be hard for people who are just starting out, unless you're just really excited to see what comes up for you. But I did struggle with him I knew about him 2 to 3 years before I even got into the meditation. because I found YouTubes of his meditations and they weren't good. Like, I don't know if they were auto-tuned or if they just sound different. But if you download the ones from his website, they're actually better quality and easier to deal with. So he also has a certain breathing technique that you should watch. Some people who've been to his, what do you call them? Some people who've been to his conventions will show you how to breathe. Those are some intense breathing techniques for people as well. But it's good. Also, like when I breathe, I try to like do, it's called the breath of life. So I try to go 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7. So that is what keeps me stimulated, guys, is numbers, counting if I need to, counting my breath so that I'm not out of sync in terms of me. I wear headphones, I wear an eye mask, and I wear a travel pillow like the ones on the airplane to keep myself up so I'm sitting up in my chair, but I have my neck comfy and I have my eye mask and I have my headphones so I'm fully immersed in my experience. And I have candles on so I smell like I like the smell of what I'm sensing because everything is about sensing. And so you want to quiet kind of your environment and get yourself excited to meditate, do the things that make you feel good. I think the breathing techniques are a sense of it. Like I like doing ones where I'm like doing the breath of life because that one's really easy, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back down to my heart space. Back down to my heart space because I want to do everything in my meditations from like a heart-centered space. So that's how I do mine. But I mean, it works for me. Some people start with box breathing, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6. You can do whatever you want. There's no right. I feel like there's no right way. There's just different ways. And the different ways can be more exciting because they help you get more in tune. Okay, I'm sorry. I got to get into Capricorn. I'm like so into it. But it's just cuz I want you all to try it and get back to me. Okay. Capricorn. I took a big break there. All right, Capricorn. Oh, thanks for sharing, Deb. I'll have to check him out or her out. Okay, sorry, I got distracted there. Okay, Capricorn. We are doing I'm blanking. We are doing what is going in your favor and what gifts are coming for you. So I'm going to start with Capricorn. Okay, what's working in your favor is you're taking a lot of action at this time and you're growing, and whatever you're building is growing on impact. I just feel like building blocks keep, like your money's going to be looking better or your career's like progressing. So that is looking really good. Something about wearing the color yellow, okay, as well, Capricorn, or yellow, like kind of makes you feel happier. So maybe wearing the color yellow more or like a background of yellow, something about yellow. It's going to be more positive for you at this time. You're going to be just smiling more because you're taking more action. You're not going to be thinking as much. You're just going to do it. You're just going to do the things you want to do because you want to do it, because they make you happy. And that makes the actions that you take more enlightening and more, yeah, the actions that you're taking are being more enlightening, meaning they're opening you up to a better experience. But you're also going to be happier. So the experiences that you experience are happier situations. Okay. Breathe. That's Jonathan's like emphasize enough. I can't emphasize enough the importance of proper breathing, healthier quality of life. So yeah, you might be taking space at this time, but things are going to be looking very good in March. In March. Something about March in particular. But even until then, you're going to be working towards the abundance or what comes for you naturally in March. I think you need to take space because you were not in a good place. And there was a deep knowing that something was not going to work out. And you need to trust yourself and not guilt trip yourself for knowing that a situation was not going to work out or that you needed space when you needed it. Okay? So some of you guys said no to something and maybe you've been in your head wondering if it was going to work out or how are things going to unfold if I don't take this or if I don't say yes to this? Am I making a mistake? No. Trust yourself in the decisions. When you said no or when you turned down an opportunity, it was the right thing to do. Okay? And there was a deep knowing in you that it was not the right opportunity to take. I don't know if this was a business deal or a person or a situation, but I'm just hearing you knew it was a no. And you've kind of been wondering if you did, but I'm hearing you did. So be happier in the decisions you make because you did make the right ones because the right thing is coming to you. And you need to be told that because you might have been in your head. People in your life may be pushing you to the edge. And you might be trying to, maybe you're wondering if they should even be in your life. And you need to, again, trust yourself. But I feel like people are really pushing you away. Or you're wanting to push away from them. It's like, I'm hearing the song, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I really do think you need your space at this time. I think that you know that someone's very concerned about you and that I'm hearing, I understand that, but you also need to let me figure it out. I'm specifically feeling like it's a parent. You're very empty. I don't know if this is emotionally or mentally, but I feel like you're numbing out. And you're not meant to numb. You're meant to breathe. This is going in your favor. You're not a numb individual. You're doing things that are not aligning. And so you're becoming numb because you're putting up with things you don't want to put up with. So it's saying balance that and make the correct choices for yourself. Put yourself first, and you're going to have to make choices. It's not extremes. It's finding an equilibrium. You don't need to make an extreme decision, but you do need to find an equilibrium to the decision. And there is a need to really show your sensitivity. There is a part of us, right? Like, I don't want to let that person know they got to me. No, you're teaching people how to connect to you. You're teaching people how to respect you. You're teaching people what you will and will not accept. So you saying that somebody hurt you, that's okay to say that, because then they can treat you better and love you in the ways that are right for you. They need to know how to connect to you. And so you need to teach people how to connect with you. It's not something people know. I hate when people think that other people should know better. There are a million people in this world. There's not one way to do it. And then, people are like, oh, well, you should have known because this. No. Teach people how to care for you. Teach people what love is for you. Teach people how you like to be cared for, because you're hurt by something and you need to teach people that. You need to vocalize it. There is something here, if you do run an online course or you do run a course where you're teaching others, it turns out very prosperous, and you are going to connect with a lot of people, okay? And you're going to be very connected to those people. You could be meeting a new tribe or a new group of people who you are meant to teach how to connect to. Some of you guys are teaching people how to connect to their divine feminine, to check inward, right? You might be a teacher, like a practitioner or a teacher of sorts. And so you might be needing to balance what you give to others and what you give to yourself, because whatever you're teaching others, it's also could be draining you to the point where there's really nothing left for yourself. So please take time to enjoy the small little things you love to do. I'm hearing these are a few of my favorite things. You need to be doing those little favorite things and teaching. Maybe that's what you're teaching people, how to bring joy into their life, how to smile more. Okay, let me do the tarot here. Oh, there's a specific message here for one of you. There's a lover from the past that you've been trying to balance it out with, and it keeps disappointing you. It's been a continuous sorrow or a seed of pain. You're growing more numb, more cold. It's a seed of pain I'm hearing, and you're letting it grow. And you're refusing to hear Spirit's call. If you think this is, oh my God, I'm sorry to say this. It's really specific. If you feel like it's going to work out, it's a foolish risk that you eventually will let go of. If you feel like you, in the moment, with the Fool card here in the reverse, are doing something out of pure intensity or just because, let that go. Let go of making mistakes. It's okay to make a mistake. Let go of the fact if you did make a mistake. But there is something here, is like you're kind of wondering if the situation will balance, but you've already had a deep knowing with this person that it's not working. And you've tried before, I'm hearing you've tried before. And each time you become colder and number because you think it's this person, but each time Spirit's telling you you're becoming more withdrawn from other people and other situations. And you need to let it go. Like, you need to heal, but you're like bypassing your healing, and that's not how it works. There is somebody new coming into your life. Okay, you might be talking to them currently. There will be a new lover who comes into your life. But if you do not release this, it's going to be plagued by fear. So there is love coming into your life, but it cannot be plagued by fear. And you need to let go of taking a risk with someone else in love, because that is just a fear. There is love for you, but you're too afraid of it. You're the first love reading I've gotten, Capricorn. Okay, we're going to get to the manifestation card, and then we're done. Stillness. That's the breathe. It's the same card. In stillness, you align with clarity. Quiet the mind to hear the wisdom within. Take a moment today to pause, breathe deeply, and listen to your inner knowing. And what did you have here? Deep knowing. 29 or 43 may resonate with you, but trust in your knowing and take your time. There's no need to take action, though the things you do take action on will be positive. But you're very resistful, so right now just be still. And if not, I'm feeling March. You're an Aquarius. Hi. We are doing air last, so be patient with me. Fear of change, maybe creating resistance. Trust that transformation is necessary for evolution. I think that's the relationship factor. Wavering focus, maybe delaying progress. Anchor yourself in your purpose. Oh, this one was hiding. I didn't see this. Efficiency. Work smarter, not harder. Align effort with strategy for maximum impact. Optimize your approach today. Find ways to simplify your efforts. I feel like you're going to be grinding, working really hard right now. But it will be working out in your favor if it hasn't already. Okay, I'm seeing Pisces here, Aries, and Pisces again. So I don't know if that's you or this person, but take it as it resonates. And then we have Sagittarius as well. You could also have those placements. All right, moving on to my fire signs. Fire signs. All right, we're going to start with Aries. Yeah, we finished water. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries, then Leo, then Sagittarius. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries. Hi, Mind Traveler. Hi, Aries, man. All right. Okay, Mary Heard, but I've been doing them all in order, so I want to continue that. All right, so let's see what's going on with you. Aries, what's going in your favor? What blessings are coming to you, Aries? A family reunion is coming towards you. That could be very honoring your roots at this time, honoring where you come from. What do you mean my name would work great? What are you saying? Aries. Hi, Joyce. You're healing. Oh, you could be healing ancestral wounds at this time. Understanding with where a lot of your beliefs, your thoughts, why you have them, and you are trying to actively heal them at this time. You could be grounding yourself. Yeah, because with the tree energy, it's like you're very stern, you're very grounded, and you're trying just to heal. Could be dealing with a loved one who's needing healing at this time. You could be feeling very just like distracted as well. Like you may be in a lot of situations where you're there, but you're not really there because you are focused on. I feel like you're really focused on a family member. You could be very stressed at this time, very stressed and very worried about a family member, and it could be causing a lot of distractions for you because I'm hearing I need to be there. That's just a small portion of you, not all of you. There's opportunities coming for you. Maybe you're getting a new house or some doors opening, and it's because you're not focusing on the door opening. You know, they say like our manifestations come when we're not looking at it so hard, Aries. And so I think that's what's happening for you is you're not fully okay, Debbie, see you soon. So you're not fully aware of what door is opening. So it's a really nice unexpected surprise. Some of you guys are getting a new house or getting a new opportunity. It is divine or like from space, like from a space and time of something you've wanted, but it didn't happen when you wanted it to. Yeah, maybe a new home or I'm just hearing the door unlocks, like meaning it was so hard to open this opportunity. It was so hard to open this door. And then I'm so distracted. I'm so focused on my family. And then the opportunity comes in through like an email or through mail or through a text message. And you're like, really? I didn't even think this was going to happen for me. I wasn't even thinking, right? Like maybe you applied for a new job and it was months ago and then the job comes into your lap, or an opportunity just comes in or you were something like that. I mean, it feels good when you get it. Did you see how high that one flew? And we're like, whoop. Okay. Yeah, you're very to your you need to balance out who you're connected to. Yeah. I feel like you're stuck a little bit because there's a part of you, wanting to be there for somebody, wanting to take care or help others, and then there's another part of you that wants to kind of stay firm and not let others take too much out of you, energetically speaking. And so here I'm caught between a rock and a hard place because green may be your color right now. Green is the manifestation of money, growth, plants, right? So what are you growing? What are you planting? Something about the color green. Everything is green here. Aries. Something about recycling, recovering. Yeah, there's a part of you wanting to connect with others and not wanting to be too open about your business. And you're trying to find the balance and you're keeping an eye on that needle because you want to be intentional. So you're being very purposeful in what you let in, what you let others into, and what you keep for yourself or what you're hiding. No, Libra's going after fire. So air is going to go Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in that order. You're gonna see something that you've been wanting for yourself come in. I feel like this is money, career, and new people you're working with. And this comes from you actually having your eye on the prize, right? You're intentional. Everything you're doing right now is very intentional. And you may be frustrated because you feel like something in your family or some situation within your thoughts and beliefs due to family, or there is a family member, could be very distracting you, but it's not. It's actually a blessing. And that's what's going in your favor because you don't have your eye completely, you are distracted. So you want it, but you're not pissed off or angry about it because there's other things going on. So it's kind of like a circus for you, possibly feeling like it at times. But then I'm hearing I wouldn't want it any other way because when these things come in for you, it's like ha ha, it's like exciting present, you know? Yeah, it's like something you should be excited for. Soul's whispers, look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. So you might be listening more than you're talking. And so you get to see things more clearly. Surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons that naturally unfold. Some of the things are heavy, may feel like you're drowning, but there's insight. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. So, yeah, you're going to be feeling very grounded in your energy. But you're also going to be hitting your marks. You're going to be hitting exponential wealth, growth, business opportunities. I keep getting that over and over again. It keeps coming out. What else is going in Aries favor? Thanks, Joyce. Going the distance, keep going. Do not give up right now. Keep going. Keep going. I know there's a lot of things going on, but it's saying don't I know it's heavy or it's distracting. Don't let it get there. It's okay. Keep going. Because that fork in the road is never not going to be there. That fork in the road can always stop you if you let it. You may be confused of where you're going, but there's one area of your life you do know where you're going. I feel like it's your career. Keep focusing on the things that are going right because it's easy to stop and look at all the chaos, but that's never going to stop. There's always going to be chaos. Yeah, I'm hearing don't stop. You're really going to start to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I'm hearing milk and honey. So maybe this is even just working out for some of you, right? If it's not money, let's say it's a goal, working out or something of that nature. Hi, Sherry. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. So if it's like working out or something like that, keep going because people are going to be recognizing you. People are going to be seeing you. They're going to be like, you're looking better. Yeah, all that. You're going to be looking really good and you're going to be making money. So like, what else would you want really? You know? Yeah, you're going to be happy when you work after you get to this. You're going to be like, okay, you know what? I was upset. I was pushing, but you know what? It got me to the other side. I don't think I would have been able to get to the other side. You may need to go quiet on like outer noise. Go quiet on the outer noise. Don't let it show. Don't let it grow. Like don't let the back noise bother you. Like go. Like or block. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it get to you. You need to find a balance between the people who are These are people that are friends, but they're frenemies. Yeah, get them out. That's not meant to be there for you. You know, go quiet on that. Maybe going quiet on a social situation. You don't need it. Why do I need that? You don't need that. I feel like you're going very quiet at this time. Yeah, there will be sudden changes within the way that you communicate with others. There will be the way that you converse with others is changing. I do believe Neptune is going to be entering Aries or is in Aries. So there is something about the way that you view yourself in terms of your communication style. So you, Aries, are having a huge change in the way that you communicate, the way that you act, your thoughts, and what you believe in. So I wonder where your house placements are. If you have a strong Aries placement, you do want to look at where will Neptune be in Aries. Like, because it was in Pisces and now it's left Pisces. Thank fucking God. It was not easy for me being there. I'm gonna be honest. That was like the worst placements of my life. Um, so so like I'm so glad it's in Aries in a different house and a different sign because mine was not fun. But you, I believe it'll be in your if you're in Aries, like you have to look at your rising sign probably, but like if you're in Aries rising, it will be in your first house of communication, which means you're changing the ways you see yourself, the way that you talk about yourself, the way you view yourself, right? I don't know where it will be for Aries suns, but you would need to know your rising sign to know which house Neptune will be in. You just ended a so-called friendship. Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? It was in Pisces since 2011. 2011. Too long. Too long in Pisces, okay? Cuz Neptune is naturally ruled by Pisces. I don't like it. I don't know if I like honestly, Neptune might be my least favorite planet, honestly. It's just Delulu and I don't like it there. I don't like Neptune period. Really. It's too fantasy. It's too yeah, and where it was in mine was in the second house, so it was not fun. It was really not fun for me. Like Pisces in the second house is not good. It will be stop it. When will it be there? When will Aries enter? So it's still in Pisces, right, until February, or when will it enter? Because it's ending. I keep seeing it. When is Pisces ending, and when does Aries start? Because if I said March, that's great, great. Okay, so you yeah, so there will be changes in the way that you communicate. Okay, you're changing your communication. So you might have been someone who used to be very expressive and pissed off and like just say what you say, and now you're kind of going quiet. So I think you're changing your modality. I think you're getting quieter. Um, not for others, not for others, for your own sense of peace and well-being. I don't have time for the bullshit. I don't have time for the drama. I don't care enough. And even like talking, I feel like something about talking just shows like I care even when I really don't. So there could be something like that changing up. The way that you're conversing is changing. Yeah, agreed. No, no. Yeah, there's some okay, so you have Neptune in Capricorn, that's true, but where is Neptune? When does Neptune move into Aries? Period. So that's where your placements are. But you need to know where Neptune is in like period. So Oh, January 26th in Aries. Okay. So that's where you may start seeing this Tower moment. January 26th. Okay. I know a lot of people who have January 26th birthdays. Interesting. Like I know a lot of late January. Not early, but I know a lot of late January birthdays. You have Neptune in Sag. I honestly don't remember where my Neptune placement is. I just knew where it was when it was in Pisces. So, and apparently I had Saturn with Neptune in that place. It was not a fun time. It was not a fun time. When you have two not great planets in that sign, it's just like Saturn and Neptune in the same house is not fun. It's just like hard lessons about delusions and not like seeing them. Yeah, but I always say it's the house placement that's really important. Like you said here, your house placement is in 5th house. So where you tend to have like not seeing things clearly is when you're dating or your creativity sometimes. It's like you might put in, I don't know exactly your degrees or those things, but you know, that's where Neptune may be hard for you. It's not seeing things for what they really are when it comes to dating or finding creative in your creative endeavors. Well, I won't be, I don't know if I'll be here in 134 years. If so, then I'm in like some time continuum, but I'm kind of glad that Pisces won't be here for another 134 years. I will not miss it because that's in its natural sign. Ooh. Hmm. Well, a trine is positive. I do want to say that. A trine is positive. So, you know, travel will probably be best for you if it's in Sagittarius and it's trining in the 5th house. Like you could meet someone while you're traveling. That's what that gives me. Jonathan, that seems like very convoluted. Okay, sorry. Could be dealing with us. I got sidetracked. Wait, sorry, Aries. Let me pull the cards. Manifestation card. Okay. Avoidance or denial may be creating tension. Face reality with grace. There could be a sense of that you're intentionally distracting yourself. Surrender, let go of the key to the freedom. Wait. Surrender, letting go is the key to freedom. Release attachment and trust the process. Surrender control today. Trust that what is meant for you will come effortlessly. And we have intuition. Follow your intuition today without overthinking. Let your instincts guide you because it is a direct link to your manifestation. So listen to your deepest guidance. Ooh, yeah. See, like 2nd house, 10th house, like it's those are not easy places to have Neptune, in my opinion. Like, I don't think having Neptune in any, like, I'm just not a Neptune fan, I guess. This is just me personally. Don't take it like I'm not an astrologer. I just have suffered through it in Pisces, and it's just not been fun for me. I think the 10th house is not the easiest placement. But every time I'm looking at any of these, they don't look like the easiest placement. So Could be dealing with a Scorpio, doesn't have to be, or a Sagittarius, or you could have those placements. Sorry, I got kind of sidetracked here. I know I do, like, I want to say this is going to be good, but I'm holding my breath for that, Marmar. I think there will be rewards, but it doesn't mean that it won't come with its own. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous, to be honest, about that. I can't promise that. Like, you have to believe that it's going to be a good year. All right, moving on to Leo. That was really long for Aries. So sorry to my Leo gang, Mary, who's been patiently waiting. I believe it will be a great year, but we were talking about Pluto and Aquarius, and I'm like, because Pluto and Aquarius hit in January and February last year, and it's going to hit again. So I think all the Aquarians are like bracing for impact on that. Okay, we're going to move on to Leo. Yes, Libras have been waiting patiently too. Yes, 2026 is going to be our year. I'm claiming that for us. Hi, Harriet. How are you? You just missed Aries, and we did Pisces. Just a heads up. All right. So Leo, this is what's going in your favor. What gifts are coming to you? Let's see. For my Leo collective, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, you're getting a leg up. You are supported. This could be by a family member or somebody you know is helping you out. Could be a mother. You are going the distance. Okay. So you will be going after what you want, but you also have a leg up on the rest of them, whatever that means, on the rest of them. I don't know what that means. Like maybe you get more opportunities than the rest of them because you know somebody and they believe in you, they see your star power, or they believe in you, so they want to help you out a little bit more. They want to show you the ropes more. They want to take care of you, and that's just because they believe in you. So, but it's helping you go the distance. So I do think you're getting help from somebody. There could be, Leo, you could be saying something you've never said before to somebody. You could be you could be saying something that you've been wanting to say. You also could be getting an unsuspected phone call or a text message from someone out of the blue. You could be co-creating with somebody, okay? So there could be someone that you are working with, business-wise or relationship. I see cheetahs twice. Like I see it, or is that a jaguar? I don't know, but it's twice. You see that here and here? So you might be going after it. Like you may not be holding back from somebody that you once were holding back from. You may be going after it. Okay. It's kind of giving that, like, I'm going to go after it because I want it and I'm going to go after what I want. And that's the leg up. It's not waiting for it, wondering when it will happen. You just go and you get it. So don't, if you've been holding back, this is going to work in your favor. Go after it. What else is what other gifts are coming for my Leo? What is going in their favor for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Leo. I keep hearing something is really working out in your favor. And it's because you take action. So I don't know how to say it any other way. Something that you need to do, something you need to take action on, that works out in your favor. And that creates destiny. That creates something blooming for you, growing, growing, blossoming. So go for it. I don't know what that's about, but it's about taking action on something. Well, I feel like you're good. You're good now. It's enough now. You don't need to keep trying to get to here to get. It's good. It's good where it is. I don't know what that means. Move on. It's good where it is. Move on. So it's saying you are enough. You are balanced. You have healed. You don't need to keep healing and healing and healing. It's okay. You're good. I think you're all right now, is what I'm hearing. You're balanced. You are well balanced. You can do it. Hearing you're strong enough. You are strong enough. You can do it. Maybe some of you guys were trying to regain strength and you're wondering if you're ready. You're going to be very collaborative with others. You might be going out more or spending more time with friends or people around you. Okay, so friends or family members, it will be fun. Okay. But there could be some power struggles within friend groups. And you just got to I'm hearing you got to let them figure that out. That really doesn't, it doesn't matter really. Like work on your money, work on you. Don't let the louder don't let the background noise get to you, because it really is all background noise. There could be friends. I'm feeling the same sex of whatever you're. I don't know why I have to say that, but yeah. That might be low-key envious or jealous of something that you're working on or you have. It could be at work. But you can't let what other people think about you get to you, right? No. So it's like keep doing what you're doing. Don't let what their own like whatever they're not doing, they may be like, oh, you're overcompensating, you're doing too much. Like, no, that's just how I work, right? So don't let what they're doing get to you. Okay? Like that's on them to feel that way. Yeah. I feel like they're feeling less than, but like that's not on you to dim your light, dumb yourself down. For what? There is a new beginning at the next moon cycle, which I believe is in Sagittarius. So if you have a Sagittarius placement, extra new beginning for you. What is this new beginning? Adapting, finding a balance. Radically accepting yourself. I feel like your confidence is getting stronger in yourself as well. You might be loving boldly, loving someone boldly, and accepting who you love boldly. Okay. That could be something there. No, I don't think Moon and Sag is difficult. You're removing your ego. That's what I'm saying. You're just going after it because I'm hearing my heart's on fire or because I want to do it. You know, I don't care what others think of me. And that's something you may have adapted to. You weren't really being yourself because you were thinking of what others were thinking. And it's like that's not, who cares what they're thinking? Like shatter your own doubt because that was other people projecting on themselves. And I know that's easier to say and harder to feel in that moment, but I'm letting you know that this is really nothing to do with you and everything to do with other people. You're moving into exciting times. You got to believe that. There really is an exciting time when you choose to go for the things you want, when you don't hold yourself back. It's really not a time to play small. Like, um, be big about your wins. Be bold about you're what you're excited about. Be happy for yourself and not worry if I'm putting in people's faces. Whatever. I'm happy. I am going to put it in your face. You know. Yeah. You're releasing. So you need to surrender to the flow of life's currents. Things may be coming towards you very out of nowhere. Okay. Things are happening to you out of nowhere. It's destiny. You really don't have a say in that. We make decisions off of destiny because we have free will, but you've already made that decision. So this is destiny playing out over decisions you've made. Focus your intentions, navigate decisions with clear purpose. So, yeah, act with clarity. On your own, it's time to take some alone time or be single and get a new perspective. So you're freeing yourself. You are freeing yourself at this time. Okay, let's get some manifestation cards and then we're moving on to Sagittarius. Focusing on lack may be limiting your manifestations. Celebrate what already is. So you're looking at all the things you don't have or how long until you get there instead of doing what it takes just to get there and looking where you're at, not where you're going. Look at where you're at, not where you're going, because you're not enjoying, I'm hearing, the present moment. And there is something to be grateful for in this present moment or to be happy for in this present moment. So keep reminding yourself that. You may be missing signs or dismissing your guidance from spirit. Slow down and open your heart to synchronicity. So, spirit's been trying to give you messages and you're not receptive. Receptivity. Emotional openness allows blessings to flow. The universe gives to those who are ready to receive. Practice gratitude and open your heart to receive love, abundance, and support. I feel like you're trying to pigeonhole something. Nostalgia. Memories shape emotions. Reflecting on the past can bring comfort or lessons. Honor past experience, but stay present. Find joy in old memories without getting stuck. Don't talk about me. I know I'm playing. That's not true. That's not true, Marmar. Or you wouldn't watch me. You wouldn't be watching right now if not. Hi, Julie, Libra. We're on fire and then we're moving to air. Libra will go second with the air signs. Okay, Saji, it's your turn. Saji time. Hi, Crystal. Where is my marker? Where is my marker? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Hi, Dorothy. Nice to see you. Hello, hello. All right, Sag. All right, Sagittarius, what's going in your favor? What is going in Sagittarius' favor? All right, so you are changing, you are metamorphosizing. Okay, you are a butterfly. You could have been cocooning, and now you can spread your wings and kind of fly. Some of you guys may go travel somewhere, but I do feel like if not, then that you are really transforming yourself at this time. And the messages that you get are informative of a sign of protection for you as well. So I do think you're getting messages from spirit, but like, do you see them? Like, do you see certain animals, signs, synchronicities, those things? That's the way that they're talking to you. You may also be seeing a lot of butterflies. That could be a sign. I know, Marmar. I guess I just knew you had it in you tonight. Thanks, Crystal. Emerging dawn. Trust that every ending is another beginning coming into size. So something's ending for you, but something new is coming with the metamorphosis. Working in your favor. The ending, even if it was hurtful, even if it was painful, I feel like a lot of Sagittarius just went through an ending or is in one. But I do see here that it is just a really nice beginning. Fantasyland. So there is a little bit Delulu in your energy, possibly. And it's saying make sure that everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. So it's almost like a too good to be true. So be mindful of that. And then behind the veil, welcome uncertainty as opportunities for growth and be okay with not knowing. So, you may be trying to lift the veil, but the veil may not be lifting. What is that about? Let me see. I feel like I'm going to be honest here. Sagittarius, the fantasy is in, because I said, what is fantasy land about? And you're not taking responsibility for the ways that you move forward because you have a lot of insight in how to move forward, but you're not taking full responsibility for it and how to move forward. And maybe that's a part that's needed to so that moving forward becomes easier is acceptance of your part. Then it's like you don't see your part, or you do see it but you're not acknowledging it to another, or you just completely are in denial. But this is changing because karma's coming back around to show you where you might have been in denial. Now, the Justice card in reversed is like, boom, you know? And so here with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like you weren't in good, this might have been in the past here, I'm hearing. You weren't in good situations because you weren't accepting the truth of it or you weren't accepting your part in it. And now you maybe have made a decision. You never were making a decision, which left for over time for things to become really unbearable, I'm hearing. Change, a lot of change, Carly. If you see a lot of butterflies, there could be a lot of changes happening in your life, or maybe you're in a new stage in life, or a new stage is coming. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is good karma coming back around, because everything ebbs and flows. So even if it didn't feel good, it's destiny playing its hand. You could be fighting with others at this time. There could be a lot of arguments. But I see that's what's changing is even if there has been arguments or fights, I see there being good times and more emotional expression. So if you've been arguing with family members or friends, I see that clearing away. I do see you maybe going out or partying more, and your worries. I think you might have had worries about others, and I think that's fading away, and that's maybe where the fantasy is. And yeah, so there's something here about your fantasy or your concerns of others is more projection, so be careful about that. You're rising above it. You're rising above it. You have like an eagle's eye view, so you can see above it, but you need to it's because like there's a sense of like letting go of arguments because you love somebody. Letting the petty bullshit that happened that once you were very definite on fighting for, moving away from it and just sending love out. Okay? That is working in your favor, making forgiveness, okay? Kind of rising above any arguments, rising above any frustrations or setbacks, and giving love to it instead of fighting or arguing with others. So you're having compassion for someone and you're actually wanting to spend more time with them. So maybe before you might have distanced yourself and been like, no, and instead you're holding somebody closer. And that's possibly working in your favor. You're moving towards an adventure. I feel like you know where your heart wants to go and you want to trust in what you're feeling. And you need a direction or you need a push. It's like you want the universe to push you in that direction, and they will send you messages. But it's with a flow. It's not, it's like flow with it. And when you can trust your heart in any given situation, then you can trust the direction. So it's always about like, yeah, so I'm hearing trust your heart and then you'll trust your direction. Hearing home is where the heart is. So where's your heart at? Because that's the direction you should be going in. Skybridge, there is a possibility for a relationship here. Your inner awareness is aware of it, but your outer awareness is blurred. And that's why you're not seeing behind the veil. I don't know if this is conscious awareness or refusal. I feel like there's a heart block. So there is confusion because your heart's blocked a little bit or a lot. What is in Sagittarius's favor? What is the blessings coming in for Sagittarius right now? I feel like something's ending in your life, possibly a relation. Like I'm hearing one door opens and one door closes and another one opens. Okay. And so you may be tired of someone's games and you're kind of like not falling for the fantasy. Of course, the Sagittarius calls me during Sagittarius readings. So it's like you're not falling for an illusion. Okay. You're not falling for I'm hearing I'm not falling for it. So you're kind of standing poised in the way that this is someone you've known or been dating or have been dealing with, and you're not letting them get to you. It could have been really hard for you to move on from a person, but you're standing really firm in your decision. And I feel like this person may still be taunting you or trying to bother you. It was my mom. Yes, it was my mom. She called me like 4 times. I will call her back. But never ending story. Not about my mom calling, but about the exchanging of gifts. It's like this person always trying to like taunt you or something. You feel like it's never ending with this person. And you just don't know what it means. This pulls at your heartstrings, the way that someone's teasing you, but you're not letting it show. Okay, manifestation cards. Let's see if we get any confirmation on that. Well, you need to surrender. Let go. Letting go is the key to freedom. Release attachments and trust your process. Surrender control today and trust that what is meant for you will come. Focus on lack, maybe limiting your manifestation. Celebrate what already is. Oh, thanks, Jonathan. Your focus may be scattered by negative. Shift your energy by practicing gratitude and visualizing the best outcome. I feel like Sagittarius' reading is blah because it may not feel like it's moving right now, but even when it looks like you're not moving, you are moving. Hold on. Dang. Okay, I'm glad I asked. This is a love reading here because I was like, let me feel this out. Okay, so with the Lovers to the Sun card, there is a partnership coming in for you, and it makes you really, really happy. This person may feel like they bring out the child in you, or this could be someone in the past that you want to work with, but I do see you being very happy with somebody here. And the problem is that you never really made a decision. And so that could be the fantasy, is that, you're always stuck, but you never really move towards it. So it's saying put effort in and see if it can grow. Make a choice. Make a choice for you. Make a choice that makes you happy. You could also be really enjoying your time with your children as well. Or if you are in a relationship, Sagittarius, for the committed ones, I see you really enjoying this time with family and friends. And that is a true blessing because you feel like that's your soul tribe. But I also see a lover coming in. And it might metamorphosize, right? Like it might change. So it could be a friend to lover. Okay. Take chances. Okay, signs you could be dealing with. We have Libra, Leo, Libra, Scorpio, all right, moving on to my air signs who've been waiting so patiently. All right, Gemini, you're next. Gemini gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Geminis. Okay, so this is going to be what is going in your favor. Hi, Regina. Let's see what is going in your favor, Gemini. Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or any other placements that you have, Gemini. It's for you. Gemini Moon, okay. Gemini Sun. What is going in your favor for the collective of Gemini? You're healing at this time. There is some caution, like all this orange is like, take take a step. Don't, I'm hearing move slowly, Gemini. Move slowly. This is going to take time. Even if it all happened fast, I'm hearing it still is going to take time. Ooh, you sound like a traveler, Monette. Or is it Monet? I'm sorry. You could be moving. Okay, there could be movement or change in your home or in your life. You could be traveling. That's so funny that she said Gemini in the ninth. Yep, this is you, Globetrotter. Okay, so you could be possibly moving, but you're cautious. You will be moving, but it should not be right now or not far. If you're thinking about moving far, give it some time. Okay, so moving may not be instantaneous. Okay, relax and not knowing, okay, where you're moving to. It could be hard because you feel like you want to move, but something's telling you, wait, or it's just not happening. It doesn't mean it won't. It just means not right now. It could be anything because, okay, so the reason why this is not happening is because you need to get your energy back, okay? And you don't have the energy right now to make those moves. Even if you think you do, it's saying, no, you don't. Not right now. Thanks, Regina. You always make my goals. I'm so appreciative of you. You are the sweetest person. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So yeah, it's saying here like it's because you don't have the energy and that's why it's not happening. Not because it's not meant for you. It's just, I don't know how many times I need to say that, but I guess until it clicks. Oh, thank you. You maybe also, there's a part of you that feels like you're comfortable with where you are. And so there's a part of you that's not fully ready, but is trying to accept it. Like there's change that's going to happen. So it's like, I'm comfortable with where I am. So I'm not fully even ready to think about it, even though I'm aware that it's most likely going to happen. Okay, so you're trying to balance out the energies of yourself, of like feeling maybe like your comfortability is being shaken up. And I'm hearing, and I don't like that. And so you may be feeling like you have to regenerate your energy because I'm hearing like, okay, I'm kind of giving like in Harry Potter, when those plants come up and they make all those loud noises like a baby and they're like, ah! Yeah, like I don't know why, Gemini, but it's giving me that energy of like a plant so like there's a seed in you that you wanted to plant and it needs to grow into a different pot because you've grown as much of you as you could in where you planted yourself, but you're like kind of crying it out while you're moving that plant, and like it does need to be rerooted into another pot, which means you need to have new seeds to plant new desires, new goals, new ambitions for you, because you've outgrown your vicinity. You've outgrown what you've gotten for yourself. And so sometimes you're angry, like, why is this happening to me? I was comfortable. But comfortable was really not comfortable. It was complacent. Comfortable was complacent. Some of you guys are just healing from a big change. And so, yeah, you're like regenerating right now, but it is a blessing. You just moved a mandrake. Yes, Julie, it's a mandrake. You're on the right track. So just keep moving forward. You really are going in the right direction, even when it feels like I don't know what I'm doing or why I did this. No, you did it for a reason. It happened to you for a reason. Trust it. You are meant to go. You are going exactly the way that you are meant to go in your destiny, in your life. You are going in that way. Even if I don't know if you need that confirmation, but I'm here to tell you, you are definitely meant to do what you're doing right now, or whatever's ever happened was definitely meant to happen that way, even if it was not what you wanted it to be. And some of you are like, why did this happen to me? Or why did I have to experience this? The why will never, I always say this, especially when we've gone through something painful or we're going through this, hurtful time. I will say, like, the why will never be good enough for the pain you feel. Okay? The why, erase the why. I'm hearing that sound. I'm a walking in the rain. Tears are falling and I feel the pain. Wishing you were here by me to end this misery. No wonder, and this is the Mandarin. I wonder why. Why? No, why won't make it better. Stop and reflect. This is your time. Okay, pause in your journey. You've come very far, and appreciate that part of you and where you're headed. Because you're meant to stay still. And this is a gift. And so don't overthink it. And I know it's hard because you're so mercurial. I know you guys. Breathe. Maybe you need to go to a spa. Maybe you need to just get a massage. Something that brings you like in here now, something of that nature. I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm saying that, but I don't know why I'm getting like a spa or a massage for you, but you might need it. You're transmuting your pain, and there is a deep quiet in you. Maybe this isn't the time that you want to be the most social. Maybe this is the time where you feel like crying a lot. But that initiates you to your real healing, to your real full potential. I don't feel like it's been easy. It's been really hard. But you get to connect with yourself, and you're going to be connecting with others too. So this really helps you get in touch with your emotions and connect with others on a different level than you have before. And you might meet other people who are really where you're at in your soul journey. And you wouldn't have met those people if you didn't go down the path that you were going on right now. So you'll see it later, I'm hearing. You don't see it now because we can never see it when we're in the fog. We only see it when we're in hindsight. So have grace for yourself that when I will figure it out, I will see it in hindsight. But I want to heal. I want to stay present. And I want to honor and love myself and like hold myself where I am. Yeah, your messages are very direct. Like Sagittarius is, I was a little like, but yours is pretty, Sagittarius is at the end made sense, but yours was a little confusing. There might be a part of you that needs to take responsibility for overly dependent on others to an extent, and taking responsibility that you may have been overly dependent on someone else. Hi, Erin, how are you? And you might have been very overprotective. But with this, there is something new coming in that helps you like spark something new in you. So you're moving towards putting your fears behind you. And that was the thing, is that you could have been with someone or in a situation out of dependency, not out of prosperity. And so with the Ace of Wands, this is moving towards a sense of a new potential, new possibilities. But we can only, you are going through a transition. Again, it's saying you're going through a transition. So it really just requires nurturing and care. Again, planting your seeds, looking like Lois Hay talked a lot about like imagining yourself in a garden and you're putting seeds in the ground. And like you should watch something like that because she talks about planting your seeds. And so that's coming up for me so that you can have something to focus on, you know, because focusing on what was only brings what? The future back around from the past. So what's that? Karma, which you don't want that, right? So what you're going to be wanting to do is put in new seeds into the ground. Okay, Gemini? Could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Libra, a Scorpio. It's from Harry Potter. It's from Harry Potter. All right, now we're on to Libra. Are my Libras still here in the chat? Yes, Libra Sun, Libra Sun, Libra Moon. Okay, we got a lot of Libras right now. All right, Libra, this is what's going in your favor. What is going in Libra's favor right now? What blessings are coming in for Libra? You're very focused, Libra. So whatever your target is, whatever you're focusing on, you're going to hit it. You're going to hit your goals. Eye on the prize, Libra. Eye on the prize. It does require patience, right? It's like when we're going for a bullseye, it's like we don't just, it's like we look and we center it and we see it and then we, so there's something here about wait before you like shoot, like aim, but don't shoot. Maybe you're trying to shoot your shot. I don't know. But it's saying, you know, wait, hold on. Not yet. I'm hearing fire. No, don't fire yet. Wait. Okay, this is in love. Love is coming in for you too. So wait, because love is coming. Focus. I feel like focus on you. And yeah, be patient on the love coming in because it's still coming in. Keep your heart open. I do see love looking really good. Okay. So yeah, it's like, I know maybe right now it's like red. Red is your color right now. A lot of red. Boop, boop, boop. Red. Red is your color right now. So maybe wearing red. Yeah, patiently, I would say wait, focus on your heart space, focus on an open heart as well, Libra. Sorry, one second. Too many. Is this new energy? This is the blessings coming in. This is the gifts coming in for you. So I would say this be happening soon. I'd say within, if it's not now, it's like 3 months. Start imagining. So like if you're single, for instance, start imagining what the love feels like, what the love looks like, you know, getting into your heart space, being open to that, dreaming of it first. That's why it's telling you to yield. Have your focus there, have your energy there, but then let the manifestation go. Well, then I would say it's current. Yeah, if you're currently with someone, take it. Yeah, imagine what co-creation looks like. Imagine what it's starting like before you get there, start looking at what it looks like. How do you appear? Not the person, you. How do you feel? How do you appear? How do you act? How do you talk? Okay, so there's something about that. It's not about them, you. Feel someone's changing up on you, or there is some conflict because someone's changing their stripes. Someone's changing their way of being. Someone's changing. But you have someone very loyal to you. Just because there's change happening doesn't mean that they're not loyal to you. Okay? So I still think even if things have changed or there's conflict, they're still very loyal to you. So it's okay if we're like maybe you're worried, oh, we're gonna argue more. Oh, I'm worried because of the conflict we had. It's like trust in your own inner wisdom because you'll be out of alignment if you keep looking at them. Your focus needs to be on you. That's what yeah. Your focus also may need to be at home, not anywhere else. Fourth is giving me house placement, like home. So you may need to be focusing more on the home matters. What's going for Libra? Realize that what you planted is growing. Oh, as a Gemini, you really think you're moving out soon. Oh, that's great. So here with it's going to take time for this to come. That's why I'm saying be patient, okay? Because what you're seeding, what you're planting right now in terms of your love life, I feel like this is a lot about love for my Libras, but what you're planting will grow. So this is about inner calling and realizing that what you need to do is trust the process and just find security in the beginning. Find some sense of security in faith in that, I don't know where it's going and I'm open to seeing where it takes me. Because I do feel like there's an openness coming in for you in love. There's a new beginning coming for you to open your heart space, to really express yourself and to have an outpouring of emotional growth within you. And it comes from your own sense of security, which I really love. I really love seeing an Ace of Pentacles, an Ace of Cups. This is emotional maturity. This is emotional growth. And this is a sense of security within home life or within self to know that I can express myself regardless of the outcome. Maybe there's a realization I was putting too much dependency on what the other person would do. And it's not about that. It's about being open to what could happen in the future. Potential. Believe in potential and trust in that. As long as this person's showing time and love into the energy, I feel like that's all you really wanted. Oh, thanks, Julie. Define feminine. Yeah, so you may be more in touch with your emotions at this time, which is a blessing for you because It allows you to get quiet and check in with yourself. You could be meditating more or finding more moments for stillness so you're not as reactive, because it doesn't mean that there's not chaos and conflict in situations. There is. But being able to wait, something about waiting and seeing, and seeing preparations come to fruition. So it's about waiting for it to come or allowing it to come to you naturally without. The chaos comes from when you're outside of your imagination, when you're outside of when you're outside of yourself. When you keep looking at what the other person's doing, you're outside of yourself. That's why you're going in to check in with yourself. To see if, okay, like it's like you're almost testing yourself. Okay, if I go in and I check in with myself, what am I getting out? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Julie, for the gifts. Thanks for the Tom Christmas. That's so cute. Thank you. So yeah, it is saying here, check in and then wait and see what happens. It's like you're playing with the universe. You're playing with God. And you're like, okay, let me see what happens when I get still, when I set myself in. I'm hearing buckle in. That's when your revelation comes out of nowhere. That's when things come for you. Focusing on yourself, working on yourself. Some of you are like, I already worked on myself. Okay. But it's like, enjoy that process of sitting still. Okay. Dreamweaver, that's imagining. Okay. It says here, dreaming and imagining brings your vision into reality. So you're bringing something that you've meditated on or dreamt in a dream, and it's a premonition or it's futuristic. It's like future intuition. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Future intuition. Trust that every end between an ending, there's a new beginning in disguise. Your heart's desire. So it's like screaming at you a little bit internally. And so you want to sing along to your heart song, for it knows what you truly want. So your heart's kind of like, I'm hearing maybe it's beating out of your chest, or it's right, it's coming really through in this message too, that is your biggest gift. So listen to your heart when it's calling for you. So your heart wants you to listen to it. Not me, your heart. Okay. Let's see what the manifestation cards say here. I'm done because it's repeating itself over and over and over again. I feel like some of my messages have just been extremely repetitive. It's like, but I guess there's a reason why I'm repeating them over and over, because it wants it to get, like, this message needs to come through so you do the work. Because these are gifts. These are things working in your favor. But these things work in your favor because you're doing things, probably, or it's because you're in the right place and the right. I mean, all these different readings are coming for a reason. But some of you guys, you do have to do a little bit of work to get the result. All right. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries here, or you could have those placements. Euphoria. Pure joy raises your frequency. Your happiness is a powerful magnet for abundance. Engage in activities that make your soul feel alive and prioritize your joy today. You guys may have to watch this back. Abundance. True abundance comes when you believe you are worthy of receiving all that you offer and all that life has to offer. Affirm your worthiness. Open your arms to accept prosperity in all forms. Seeking happiness outside of yourself may be leaving you empty. Turn inward for true fulfillment. I think that's what I was saying. Don't look at what they're doing, look at what you're doing, right? So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope that resonates for you. You guys got a really strong love reading. Yours was all about love, love, love. Not many people got love. So a lot of people got about themselves. So Aquarius, you are last, but it is your turn. Marmar, you did make it. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Julie, for the follow. You're welcome, Carly. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what is going in your favor. What is working out for you? You're getting a message of enlightenment. So you are getting an unexpected message from somebody. Yeah, they kind of did. You're going to your resilience is admired, and so spirit is divinely guiding you. Okay, so you are the star, right? You are the star card. So spirit's being very generous with you and enlightening you in many ways. Like there's literally like lights that will be appearing for you. I'm hearing all of the lights. Like all of the lights. You're healing and you're healing yourself when it comes to social groups or situations. So it's like stay resilient and trust yourself in your healing. You are spending more time with others and that is healing you. So stay resilient and putting yourself out there. Okay, stay bright, stay warm. You know, some of you guys want to close off because of certain situations you were in within different group dynamics. And it's like, it's saying you're enlightened and you've been resilient and you are getting guided in the right places. Okay. You are meeting your community. You're meeting your people. Okay. Debbie, what are you meaning by that? Are you saying I was being too tough on you guys? You're in two different realms. Okay. So a lot of you guys are going to be very spiritually inclined. You know, you may be spacing out from being in this world versus your other realms that you've been wandering in. Could be your dream state. I had the most weirdest dream last night actually, and it didn't like it was so weird. It had nothing to do with me at all. It was like I was in someone else's dream. It was so weird as shit. I'm like, why am I dreaming this? Oh, we needed it. Yeah. Okay, good. You're needing direction. You're very aloof at this time. I don't mean that as criticism or in a negative way, but you're very not present. And you are needing spiritual direction. You are needing divine guidance through your healing as you're maybe trying to put yourself out there. I'm hearing like a lot about angel wings. Talking about angel wings here. I'm seeing a lot of angels. Maybe you guys like angels. I don't know what that's about. But like spirit must be really with you because you're getting divine guidance. So yeah, transpersonal guidance. This is about yourself. You're getting guidance about yourself. And you're learning, you're watching others to adapt. Watch. Don't react right now. You need direction. Let others guide you. So you may be wondering, like, how much do I need to do? Let others guide you. People are showing you. Let them show you. You don't actually have to make a lot of movement right now. So it's saying watch. Watch what happens. Don't act. Sit back. Enjoy the show I'm hearing. That is actually what is your that is what's going in your favor, is you get to sit back and watch the show. What is going in Aquarius's favor right now? There's chaos all around you, but again, that's the balancing act. Is it's saying try to find that harmony within yourself. So that's where you're straddling worlds, not letting others' projections take on as yours, needing to take a step back when you feel like, okay, others are not, we're not, okay, you know what, like trying to find a balance between others and what's yours. And there's a lot you don't know. That's why I was saying there's a lot of illusion. There's a lot you're not able to see, or not a lot of things that you can see. And it's okay if you can't see them, because it's protection. So it's saying float on the clouds of the unknown and surrender to what's going to happen. So please do not try too much. Like, I was saying for other people, they may need to like start planting their seeds. You do not need to plant seeds. That is not what you're doing. You are not planting seeds. Okay, you are not. You are over here seeking, you are getting mentors coming to you. You're getting wise counsel coming to you. You're getting enlightened by others. People, I'm telling you, you need to listen more, because other people are actually telling you things, giving you guidance, and you get to sit back. Yeah, there's there's a lot of things being open to you. A lot of open doors are opening to you. And you're like kind of confused, like, oh, do I go in that door? But other people will be like, hey, come in, Aquarius, come here. So that's how you'll know to go through that door. Because literally people are going to be guiding your hand, taking you through the door. That's what the community is. The community's bringing you to the door. You don't need to open it. You don't need to take action. And I'm hearing, come on, Aquarius, let's go. Harbor of peace. Find serene refuge in a peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor. Stay still, allowing tranquility to still your waters. I'm not saying that you're not feeling emotion or you're not in heightened moments, but it's saying allow the waters to pass. Worth the effort. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, knowing your dedication will lead to rewarding discoveries. So stay resilient, even if you are facing challenges. Okay? Stay resilient and committed to the work, to the purpose in what you're doing. Because there is purpose in staying where you are right now. I just keep hearing stay resilient. Stay resilient. Stay. Spirit might be trying to train your brain or train you to stay. I'm hearing stay, stay, like something like that. Yeah, so like I said, others are going to be community came out and co-create. I don't know if this is romantic or just people in your group settings or where you are. People are balancing the energies with you, and your relationships are really going to go the distance. So, but I feel like they're taking the action. So you just need to stay. It's not saying if others are working with you, of course, work with them. Don't be like, obviously, like I'd saying, like co create with others. You know, put yourself out there a little bit more when it comes to others. Um, you know, see who gives to you, and when those who give to you, you give to them. Don't give to those who don't give to you. You've had a lot of disharmony within relationships. And so you've really closed yourself off and trying to heal yourself, um, because you've been looking for something deeper and you don't conform with other people. I don't know if it's your family, I don't know if it's your friend or the communities you're in. You haven't really been able to find places where you belong. And I feel that you've really stayed quiet in the Herman reverse. This is like, it's quiet for too long. You know, it's not enlightening in this way. It can be isolating. It's almost like your isolation has become a burden to you and you close off really a lot. So try, you know, it's like put yourself out there a little bit more and making more friends. I feel like when it's saying this harbor of peace is like, don't overextend yourself, but also try and get out there and meet some new people. You know, you're not your past. So, you know, you may be holding back too much. I just feel like you don't conform in the way that others want you to. And then I feel like when other people have expectations of you, you tend to hold back. Yes, you overgave. Okay. I feel like you were very withdrawn, but Spirit is now calling you for successful times and really wants you to put your fears behind you or the past behind you because you really aren't in that time frame that you were in. So that keeps coming up for me, that your time frames are changing. And I think you kind of sense this anyway. So trust in what you're sensing, that it is time and that your wishes are coming true. And so that's why you can kind of trust when you do feel like you want to take action. And action, I mean, you know, meeting people where they what they give to you. You know, if someone's being open and starting conversation, don't be so closed off and starting conversation. Have open conversation, you know. um I don't want you to hold back too much, withdraw too much. So there's something like, don't withdraw, don't hold back, you know. I feel like these opportunities will be coming to you though. So that is something here, that your opportunities will be coming to you. Okay, let's do the manifestation. So I see you needing some direction and you're wandering between the past version of you and the version you're stepping into. So you have not fully got it. You've not fully stepped into this potential future, and you're straddling between the two worlds, and what you're going through is transpersonal, and you're asked to be adapt to the new communities or the new way of that, to the new person that you're stepping into. It's saying adapt to that person, because there is new ways that you are appearing and changing, and there's some insight. You can kind of already see the changes within you, but you might be straddling that. Yeah, but it's saying trust yourself. Not just others, but trust yourself. You know, what does trust look like within you? And how do you move when there's trust in you? How do you talk when there's trust in you? How do you act when you trust yourself? How do you talk when you trust yourself? How do you treat others when you trust yourself? Right? It's kind of what I told Libra, but theirs was about love, but yours is about trust. How do I show up for myself? Lack of focus or distraction may be slowing you down. Recommit to your path. Self-sabotage may be occurring. Consciously rewire your thinking to support your success. Support yourself. Support your success. Emotional disconnection or self-absorption may be limiting your growth. Open yourself to another's experience. I mean, I've been saying that. That is key right here. This one is important. Emotional disconnection or self-absorption may be limiting your growth. Open yourself to another's experience. Open yourself to another's experience other than your own. Because that will be working in your favor. Right? Because Aquarius, you are, if you think about it, you are the house of community. You are the house of friendship. And yeah, other people may have hurt you in the past. Other people may have left, but that was just a cycle that needed to end. Like, I don't think you need to do anything anymore. You know, you've sensed, you've planted what you, I feel like you've done the planting. You've done the planting, but now you need to continuously water your plants. Right? So that's why it says, yeah, you've done the effort of the awareness of it, but I think a lot of people will guide you too. Like, you do have assistance coming in for you. And if you don't feel like you do, then you ask spirit, right? You ask God, whatever works for you. Right? Like, God, please show me the direction in which I need. Please bring me guidance and enlightenment to where I need to be at this moment. How can I trust? In myself. I know, that's just the dichotomy of Marmar, right? It's like you're supposed to be this community-based sign, yet you're alone. I feel that. So, but again, it's asking for a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility, allowing peace to still your waters. You know, others may try to get a rise out of you, but you get to choose your peace. And that's the duality. It doesn't mean people aren't pulling on you. It just means you've done the work to find your peace regardless. That you choose to stay in alignment even when others are out of alignment. Or when you're out of alignment, you find your way back to your peaceful place. Because it's not just them, it's you too. They are a mirror to your behavior. Find the peace within yourself. And there's a lot of unknowns. So I think you do, like, it's very important that you just trust right now. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Amy. All right, guys. Oh, Capricorn. We did Capricorn. You can watch the video on YT. If someone could tell her what YT is, uh, that was 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 10 seconds. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed these reads. Signs you could be dealing with, we have Virgo and we have Taurus and Sagittarius. Okay. So that being said, oh, I meant on TikTok if someone could write it, but thank you. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow, I believe. We'll see. I'm going to try. If not, it's going to be Thursday. I don't know which day I'm going to do, Wednesday or Thursday, but I will write it in my, it'll be one of the 2 days, same time, 7:30 to 7:45. So, oh, don't say sorry. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Yes, I got him. Thank you.